white man's doctrines. You know, no matter how you look at it, he'll allow you to do what you do. And when he don't want you to do what you do, he sets you down. Read.
And not forget the works of the Most High.
Not forget the works of the Most High. How do you know the Most High? Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. A lot of you done made up your own God. You know, you done made up your own power in your own mind. Read.
But keep his commandments.
That's what?
Keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments. Do what I say, he said. Read.
And might not be as their fathers.
Might not be as our forefathers. Read.
A stubborn and rebellious generation.
Hear that? A stubborn and rebellious generation. So some of you are the children of those that said, crucify Mashayach Yahawashi, and let his blood be on us and on our children. And you're the children of those that killed him. If you can't hear this, knowing that this brother came to redeem us back to the Heavenly Father, you can't understand that, then you're part of those children. That they said, let his blood be on them. And now here you are now. Well, we're not. We're the ones that's against those that's against him. That's why you got to clean your act up before it's too late. There's going to come a time it's going to be too late. And when it's too late, you're going to wonder what's happening. Because California going to be sunk. Yeah. Most likely going to bring something here, for real, for real.
What is it? Indiana?
That's right. You know, see what they did to the Philippines, right? You see what they did to the Philippines. You know, they still count bodies.
Right, right.
You know? So that wind there was double Katrina. Wind velocity was double the wind velocity in Katrina. Double. What do you think he got for California? You know we do for a big earthquake. They already making movies or something, right? He can raise, I mean, we surrounded by water. He can raise up the water to come, tidal wave. I mean, come on, we up, like you said, a big bowl, right? There go the mountains right there. Look where we at. A basin, right? LA basin. You see the mountains right there? Here we are way down here.
Right.
I mean, he can raise that water up. A lot of times you look at, they say, Esau pushed the ocean back.
Right.
So when the ocean come and take his rightful land back. You know what I mean? People talk about buying beach, you know, beachfront property where there is no water yet. You know, they know these things. They got something called heart. They can cause these things to happen if they want to. They want this land ahead. They want, you know, they want downtown. So what they gonna do down here? Read on. Read that again. A rebellious and stubborn people. That's who most I say we are, man. Why? Because we don't want to come back to him. But one thing for sure, if the cops come in the gate right now, everybody straighten up. Gonna follow their laws, statutes, commandments. Yeah. Ain't gonna be no talking then. Everybody get quiet and seen it. Two cops come in there and moved everybody out of the park. They come here right in front of us like we gonna stop teaching. Well, that's right. It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
Right. Because what it is what it is, man. The truth is the truth.
Right.
They just sat there, they just stood there and listened. That's all they could do. Because the truth is the truth, man.
Right.
Read.
And might not be as their fathers.
Might not be as our forefathers. Read.
A stubborn and rebellious generation.
Yeah, our forefathers, man, they were stubborn and rebellious. 2/3 of our people, man, we talking about 2/3 of our people on the side. Good for nothing.
That's the way they're supposed to be dressed. Back their own.
Yeah, right. Supposed to be dressing just like they supposed to be dressing. Just like that's their style. That's their flavor.
Right.
You know.
You rarely see that.
Yeah, rarely see that. They right now they got, you know, they trying to be like American.
Right.
You know,
Kind.
Read.
It looks nice too on her.
That's their culture.
Right.
Read on.
A generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High.
You know, the spirit was not steadfast with the Most High. Do y'all realize the Most High is only our power?
None.
He's only our power. He ain't the power of every nation. He's our power. Get that Amos 3:1-2. This is what he say, man. But see, these are things that they're not going to expose to you because they want you to love everybody. And see what he says out of his own mouth. Because we the 12 tribes of Israel. And we scattered among all nations, and the Most High bringing us back to the sheepfold. But read this, Amos 3:1-2.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
When you hear children of Israel, you hear Israel, that's talking about us. We are the children of Israel. Mashayach Yahawashi, Hebrew Israelites. Read.
Against the whole family, which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
This is what he said to all of us, all 12 tribes. We got 12 tribes as a family. This is what he said. What did he say?
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Hear that? This is what we represent. He said what?
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
He said only know us. He said he only know us, the children of Israel. He said you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Read.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
He's going to punish us for the things that we do that's sin in his eyes. Breaking his laws, statutes, commandments. What's sin? 1 John 3:4. A lot of times, you know, they tell you not under the law, but you're under mercy and grace. So what is sin? Let's see. Read it.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
You hear that?
The law.
The law. You break the Most High's law. It's no different than right now. Some of you might be doing some wicked stuff, and the cops come, you go, hey, you gonna straighten up, right? Because you know you're breaking the law. You act like you ain't doing nothing. Or you ain't gonna go out there and do something. You see the cops coming down the street, you ain't gonna go out there and run across the street on the green light, like you done lost your mind or something. They gonna stop, shackle you up, take you somewhere and examine your butt. Because you're breaking their laws. But the Most High have laws. Read it again.
Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
Right. Read.
For sin is transgression of the law.
Sin is the transgression of the law. Psalms 147:19-20. So when you sin, you transgressing the laws of the Most High. But they tell you not under the law. So you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And go to hell any way you want to. Just don't take me with you. That's right. Read that.
Psalm chapter 147, verse 19.
Right.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
Jacob is our forefather. The Most High, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. So he showed his word unto Jacob, read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
We're Israel. His statutes and his judgment unto Israel, read.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
So for you to look at any other nation, he said out of his own mouth, he hath not dealt so with any other nation outside from us, read.
And as for his judgments.
As for his judgments, meaning the judgments for breaking the Most High's laws, read.
They have not known them.
So the nations have not known these judgments that came upon us. That's why he's going to punish us for our iniquity, for the things that we done wrong. And that's why you see the condition that we're in right now. Don't know if we're going or coming. Hosea 4:6. It's sad when I think about my people and I look at the condition that we're in, and then people do not really care about the condition that you're in when some of you need mental health. I know you would say I need mental health. But if you need it, why can't you get it? Read this.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Hosea 4 and 6. Read.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Yeah. He said, my people, the children of Israel, are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because you reject the knowledge of the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
I will also reject thee.
So you're going to also reject you. Going to be a bunch of rejects. As you can see. Some of you know, some of you got some good spirits that's here, man. That's just down, for right now. Read.
I will, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Right. So these preachers are called by the Most High to be the priest, to represent His word. Read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power.
Now you know they can't be a priest to the Most High, a pastor to the Most High, minister of the Most High, because what? They have what?
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law.
They forgot the law. Read.
Of thy power.
Of the Most High. He gave us laws, statutes, commandments, as He just told us. To Israel. And our pastors don't care nothing about us, because they have did what?
Forgotten the law of thy power.
They have forgotten the law of the Most High. Read.
I will also forget thy children.
There we go again. So you're going to forget the children. That's what He just told us. Teach the children, that they may grow up and teach their children. What do? We're slack, real slack in our learning ability. They say you want to keep something from us, you put it where? In a book, especially the Bible. Go ahead.
As they were increased.
As we were increased as a nation. Read.
So they sinned against me.
We broke the Most High's laws. So we increased as a nation. We sinned more and more against the Most High. That's why He said 2/3 of our people He gonna kill. The sinners He gonna put to death of the children of Israel. Because they ain't coming back to following His moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. He gonna put them to death. Go ahead.
Therefore will I change their glory into shame.
They change our glory into shame. Get Amos and our women. The Israelite woman is our glory. But what did He do to our women? Amos 7 and 17. He changed our glory into shame. Understand this, we've been in captivity under every nation. So as we went into captivity under every nation, this is what happened to our women. Read.
Amos chapter 7 verse 17.
First and foremost, read.
Therefore, thus saith the Most High.
Do what the Most High said. All right. Shalom. Read.
Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city.
Our wife gonna be a harlot in the city. That's how shameful He did us in our glory. So our wife gonna be a prostitute. They're gonna pass her around to each other.
Right.
In the cities. A harlot is what? A woman that sells her body. So our wife gonna be a harlot in the city. Read.
And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
Sons and our daughters fell by the sword. They killed them. Read.
And thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land.
Here we are here in America. In a what?
Polluted land.
A polluted land. Right here. Funky. All kind of madness going on here. All the laws of the Most High being broken. Who cares? So you love the Most High, but yet still you do the wrong thing. So how you gonna say you love Him and you're not following what He say do? Can't say you love. That's like your parents. You didn't follow what your parents say, you gotta whoop them. You don't follow what the law of the land say, they're gonna put your ass in jail. Give you a ticket. Y'all be following what time it is as far as trying to figure out how you gonna get away with your little dirt. whatever you're doing, you know the law of the land. You be watching out. You got those that watch out for you. But you better watch out for the big power, the most important power, the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because a lot of people don't know. Get 1 Samuel 2:6. This is who you got to worry about. You want to worry, you know, because you know, if you're the only way you don't worry, you have to have faith in Mashayach Yahawashi going to the Most High, so you will have this strong faith. Other than that, you worry. Read that.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Most High killeth.
Who kills?
The Most High killeth.
So the Most High kills. Read.
And maketh alive.
And he make alive. Read.
He bringeth down to the ground.
The Most High bring it down to the grave.
To the grave. And bring it up.
And bring it up. He the one that does this. Read.
The Most High make it poor.
He make it poor. Read.
And make it rich.
And he make